Snap by Sharon Dean of Kirribilli 2061. Narrated by Janine Penfold. She looked at me with such sadness. Her hazel eyes now clouded with age. She knows she is close to the end. Leaning over the kitchen table, she hands me a small silver key tied with a thinly braided ribbon and says in a soft, delicate voice, "Keep this close. Later, you will understand." She stands up. Her perfume lingers as she walks away. That night, I placed the key in a small jewellery box next to my bedside table. There it stayed, forgotten, until I received a letter from my late grandmother a few months later. Opening the letter, the instructions were very clear. "Remember the key," in bold letters. A chill creeps through my body as a loud knock on the front door jolts me out of my thoughts. A delivery driver hands me a brown square parcel saying, "Sign here." Staring at the parcel now, on my kitchen table, I quickly peel it open. Inside, I find an intricately carved wooden box, a post-it note with 3 words. "Find the key." I jump up, racing to the bedroom, grab my jewellery box and fumble inside for the key. Inserting the key, twisting and turning, the box opens with a click. Inside, newspaper articles and a photo album, sentimental treasure, all carefully preserved. Opening the album, I lift the first photo slowly, carefully, and hold it in my trembling hands. Swept back in time, remembrance, memory. Snap, New Zealand, 1950s. I stare at the crumpled, worn black and white photo, standing on a footpath, a variety store in the background, covered in flags and royal souvenirs. A child, 2 years of age, stares back at me. Her stance is one of defiance as her eyes penetrate the lens of the box brownie camera. Wearing a floral dress with a Peter Pan collar, matching sun hat, white socks and sandals. A whisper of blonde hair falls in abandonment over her forehead. Her lips closed in a stubborn pout as she watches the newly crowned Queen Elizabeth II pass by on her first visit to New Zealand. Snap, 1962. Sitting on Santa's knee, she looks happy, smiling with her 2 younger brothers and younger sister, each dressed in thick woolen coats. Her hands are clenched tight. The Kodak camera focuses. "Say cheese." Little does she know within weeks she would be hospitalised with rheumatic fever. Life-changing penicillin needles would penetrate her fleshy buttocks day and night. A heart murmur persists. Snap! Early 1970s. A teenager aged 18 stands against a cream wooden wall. She stares into the camera and her blonde hair sits on her shoulders. Her long fringe touches her eyebrows. She wears a navy and white tie-dyed t-shirt she had made herself. Her arms hang by her sides as a hint of a strained smile appears. The Polaroid camera captures her expression and is printed instantly. This is her parents' home, and she wants to flee. 2 years later, she is now 20 years old. Chants of "Make love not war" ring in her ears from the early protest march. She is with her friend Veronica as they walk, arm in arm, their faces flushed, flowers adorn their hair. They raise 2 fingers in the sign of peace, passionate and carefree, their eyes focused on the photographer's camera lens. Snap, Australia, 1980s. Now married with 3 children and living in Queensland. Time passes quickly. She learns to drive at 35. A camera captures the moment as she leans against the open door of her first car, an orange Datsun 180B, Mum's taxi, driving her children regularly to little athletics, karate classes, modelling and dance classes, a never-ending, ever-returning roundabout. She perseveres, day after day, year after year, activities keeping her and the children busy. She rises early, baking bacon and egg pies. Wrapped in clean tea towels, she packs them into a picnic basket, along with fresh bunches of green, plump, juicy grapes. It is the sports carnival weekend. She throws the navy blue checkered blanket onto the bank overlooking the sports oval. The freshly mown green grass flattened with the weight of the family seated there. Dogs released from nearby cars roam freely, barking as they run in freedom. Lunchtime breaks and the children flock toward her. Eagerly, she slices wedges of pie, the golden pastry crunching as they bite into it. The digital camera captures the scene for the local newspaper. She turns away, requesting privacy as the camera is pointed toward her. Years pass by in a snap of the fingers. Snap, 2000s. Now a widow, alone. Her children are adults. She needs to move on. Leaving them is difficult, but she is crumbling inside and longs for stability. She moves interstate, seeking new beginnings, new connections, a new life. Snap! She leans against his shoulder as they stare into the camera. Her eyes are sparkling. Love, at last. She enrolls at university, works during the evenings, studies diligently for 11 years, and graduates with honours. She decides to remarry. The graduation photo shows her beaming in cap and gown, a major milestone. Snap, 2020s. She is a grandmother now, flourishing. Family gather, celebrating her 70th birthday. A 2-tiered cake covered in gold and purple icing is in front of her as smartphones surround her, capturing her smile. She knows the key to unlocking memories and keeping them alive is safe in her jewellery box. It is a different world now. Technology, which perplexes her endlessly, moves forward like time. Yet the image continues to reflect those irreplaceable memories. The end.